Today we're taking a look at these MLB matches, which are happening on Wednesday, September 8, 2021, and giving you match breakdowns, betting tips and predictions in general on these games. Welcome back to High Stakes, let's get straight into it. Also, don't forget to subscribe to get notified as soon as we release these sport prediction videos, and if you would like more betting tips and predictions, then check out our Patreon in the link down below. Our new Patreon is a way for us to help you improve your chances of making more money. 5 plans are available for each and every one of you. You can get 30 extra betting picks all the way up to 270 extra betting picks per month. Stop wasting hours of your time searching for bad betting advice that ends up costing you a lot of money. Join the High Stakes Patreon now and get the best betting picks and advice. Seattle Mariners vs Houston Astros. Monday's game was a disappointing one because one of Seattle's best pitchers, Yusei Kikuchi, was crushed for 4 runs in 1.2 innings. He just never had good control as he walked 4 and allowed 3 hits with 1 homer. Houston has had a dangerous lineup all season, even with Alex Bregman missing more than 2 months. Houston has 4 players who have slugged at least 22 home runs and 5 who have driven in at least 69 runs this year. With Bregman now healthy and the addition of Jake Myers, there aren't any true weak spots in the Astros lineup. Pitching is important for any team, but with Seattle's struggling offense, 30th in BA, 22nd in RPG, they need it more than ever. They rank 15th in ERA, 4.30, and 14th in WHIP, 1.28. My first betting advice is to pick Houston Astros minus 1.5. My second betting advice is to pick over San Francisco Giants vs Colorado Rockies. According to BaseballSavant.com, the 31-year-old right-hander tossed 54 of 84 pitches for strikes and induced 11 whiffs to strike out 5 batters. He'll take a 3.24 ERA, 1.09 WHIP, and 132 strikeouts over 141 innings into this road matchup against the Rockies. The Giants come into this matchup only a game up on the Dodgers for first place in the National League West. They were not expected to compete at this level coming into the year. They've had a magical season, getting elite production from veterans and rookies alike. Watch for Charlie Blackmon, who has amassed a whopping 3 homers and 10 RBIs so far this month. The veteran right fielder has tallied a solid 9 RBIs against the Giants' tough pitching this season. Blackmon has 13 big flies along with 72 RBIs and a .771 OPS on the season. My first betting advice is to pick San Francisco Giants. The starter for this tilt against the Giants has yet to officially be announced on MLB.com. Early reports indicate the Rockies going with a bullpen game in lieu of calling up a AAA starter. It's also possible John Gray will be ready to go after a short stint on the injured list. Check back closer to game time for an update on the starter. Brandon Crawford is feasting on the Rockies this season, driving in 10 runs, along with a sparkling 1.2 OPS 38 at-bats. The 34-year-old shortstop only has 2 RBIs this month and is up to 19 homers, along with a team-leading 76 RBIs and a solid .866 OPS. Chris Bryant and Mike Yastrzemski are questionable. My second betting advice is to pick under Texas Rangers vs Arizona Diamondbacks. Kehei Arihara has been struggling in his limited percentile rankings on his Baseball Savant page this year. He is in the 12th percentile in fastball velocity, 20th percentile in max exit velocity, 23rd percentile in curve spin, and 24th percentile in fastball spin. Arihara has a 7-pitch arsenal: fastball, slider, sinker, cutter, changeup, splitter, curveball, and his cutter has been hit the most as it has a .333 batting average and a .667 slugging percentage. This will be his first time facing the Arizona Diamondbacks in his career, so it will be interesting to see how he fares here. The Diamondbacks have been much better against the spread at 68-70, but are one of baseball's most unprofitable teams on the money line as they approach 50 games under .500 outright. Overs are 75-63 for the Diamondbacks, with 6 of their last 7 games going over the betting total. My first betting advice is to pick Diamondbacks minus 1.5. Luke Weaver has been struggling this season, according to his Baseball Savant page, so far as he is in the 8th percentile in average exit velocity, 23rd percentile in XSLG, 24th percentile in whiff percentage, 28th percentile in hard hit percentage. His 90.9 mph exit velocity is the highest against him in his career. Weaver throws 4 different pitches: fastball, changeup, cutter, curveball, and his fastball has been his best pitch as it has a .206 batting average with 22 strikeouts. He never faced the Texas Rangers in his career, so it will be a good test to see how he attacks this lineup. Kehei Arihara is set to start the season finale after returning from a long Illinois stint last week to toss 3.1 innings of 1-run ball against the Colorado Rockies, allowing just 1 hit while striking out 3. The 29-year-old has largely struggled in his first MLB season, going 2-3 with a 6.19 ERA in 8 starts, while also missing 3 months due to shoulder surgery. Adolis Garcia is one of Texas's few standouts offensively, with a 0.771 OPS, 29 homers and 78 RBI. My second betting advice is to pick over. Quick reminder, you can get 125% cash back bonus on your first deposit on our partner sportsbook BetUS after you open an account using our link down below and use our promo code HIGHSTAKES when making your deposit. Minnesota Twins vs Cleveland Indians. Most of Minnesota's 60 victories this season can be attributed to its production at the plate. The Twins are 12th in baseball in team batting average at .242, 8th in slugging percentage at .423, and have scored the 15th most runs with 620. Jorge Polanco, who had a home run and 3 doubles in Monday's victory, is the stats king for Minnesota. The shortstop has 27 home runs, 83 RBIs, 140 hits and a batting average of .283, which leads Minnesota in all categories. Tristan McKenzie takes the ball for the Indians and makes his 21st appearance and 20th start of the season in this contest. He comes in 4-5 with a 4.62 ERA, a 1.11 WHIP, 48 walks and 113 strikeouts over 97.1 innings of work this season. McKenzie earned the win in his last start, which came Thursday on the road against the Royals. My first betting advice is to pick Cleveland Indians. Cleveland has had several pitchers on its injured list this season, including last year's Cy Young Award winner Shane Bieber. The Indians are 17th in team ERA at 4.36, 15th in WHIP at 1.29, and opposing hitters are averaging .238 at the plate against Cleveland pitching, which is 13th. My second betting advice is to pick under. Detroit Tigers vs Pittsburgh Pirates. The Tigers will not make the playoffs this season, but have a bright future with some good young players. Spencer Torkelson and Riley Green have the potential to be a dynamic duo that will hit in the heart of the lineup in the near future. Casey Mize, Matt Manning, and Tarek Skubal are all young pitchers that have bright futures as well. Starting for Pittsburgh on Wednesday will be 25-year-old right-hander Mitch Keller. Keller is 4-10 with a 6.23 ERA and 1.74 WHIP this year in 18 starts. Last Thursday, Keller tossed 6 shutout innings against the Cubs at Wrigley Field, but the Pirates still went on to lose that game 6-5 in 11 innings. My first betting advice is to pick Detroit Tigers. The Pirates' pitching staff has been poor this season. They are bottom 10 in ERA, hits allowed, runs allowed, home runs allowed, walks allowed, strikeouts, WHIP, and batting average against. The Tigers are 13th with a .242 team batting average, 19th in MLB scoring 4.4 runs per game, and 21st with 159 home runs. Jonathan Schoop leads the team with a .284 team batting average, 73 RBI, and 19 home runs. My second betting advice is to pick over. Good luck to all of you. That's it for this video. Stay tuned and stay safe for the next betting tips and advice.